Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Trainer Talk. Today we're going to be talking about how to slay the holidays, how to stay on track with your health and fitness. We know it's very, very hard to always make time for your workouts and eat healthy, especially with having to go Christmas shopping and have Thanksgiving dinners and go into families, houses, things like that, celebrating the different holidays. But there is some things that you can do to stay on track and maximize the results, or at least maintain your results throughout the holidays. So we're just going to go back and forth and give you some tips and a little bit of insight on how to do that. So who wants to start? All right, Bethany started.
Okay, so my big tip is to bring a healthy dish to pass. Some people, they're kind of worried there's not going to be a healthy option there for them. So, make a salad ahead, bring it, or, do some sort of vegetables that you season. And then that way, you still, you're getting your healthy vegetables in, and then you can pair that with your protein, whether that's, your turkey or ham or chicken, whatever's going to be there. So you still have your protein, your veggies, and then whatever carbs are going to be there. There's biscuits and potatoes and stuffing and casseroles and the whole thing there. So you're going to have at least a very good balanced meal, and you can still have solid options from each group if you choose to bring that little dish to pass.
Or you could be the person that makes a really, really healthy dessert, like a healthy version of cookies or something, and then have everybody try it. And after they think it's amazing, then you can tell them that it's actually healthy, and then maybe you can inspire some people to change their ways a little bit. Yeah. That there is ways to eat healthy and enjoy it at the same time.
So I think the big thing to remember is that, Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever it is, we're going into Thanksgiving, so we'll just use that. It's such a short period of time. Even if you do something on Thanksgiving Day and then maybe you go to another side of the family on the weekend, that's 2 days of eating maybe more than what you're used to or what you want to, or eating things that aren't healthy. It's only 2 days out of an entire month. If you think about it, in the month of November, eating bad 2 days out of a month is not going to kill you. It is such a short period of time. You might overeat a little bit, but food is fuel. All the foods that you eat, even the cookie you eat, it's fuel for your body. You might go in, if you eat Thanksgiving dinner and a cookie on Thursday, go Friday, you're probably going to have a killer workout because you've had extra carbs, you're going to have more energy. Again, it's not going to kill you. It's such a short period of time. We want you guys to remember that this is a lifestyle change that we're trying to get you into. So we want you to be able to enjoy yourselves. I know we're all going to go and probably eat more than we should. Our stomachs might hurt a little bit, especially since we're not used to eating that much. But don't think, oh, I ate like crap, so I just killed all my results, because you didn't. If you gain 5 pounds, it's not from one day, it's from multiple days. So, try to not eat terribly 2 days in a row. If you do have a Thanksgiving on Thursday and Friday, okay, you're eating bad 2 days in a row, that's still going to be okay. You might be struggling a little bit on the weekend to kind of get back into things, but it's not going to kill you.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off what Caitlin said about going in with a kind of a good mindset about the holidays. It's a time for you to be social with your family or friends, so really try to enjoy that side of things. Try not to think so much about how much you ate or what you ate, because I know me personally, I'm sure you guys too, always have a ton of sides. Turkey's always the main, and then there's always a ton of sides. Green bean casserole and mashed potatoes, and then there's pumpkin pie. My grandma's pumpkin pie is to die for. I always have to have a big piece, if not two. So don't go into Thanksgiving or Christmas thinking, oh, I can't have the pumpkin pie, or I can't have so many sides. Enjoy a little bit of each. Have that, allow yourself, have that good relationship with food, because it's, like she said, it's only a small amount of time every year and you might as well enjoy yourself. With that being said too, like one thing that you can do, because I know I get bloated if I eat way too much and just feel like a lard on the couch. I'm just like belly out, like I just popped a button. I like to go for a walk or just some movement in general is gonna help a lot. And then I liked what Bethany said, like bringing a healthy dish. I think that's a great idea, or a healthy dessert. Like kind of set a standard that you can make good food. It can be good for you and still taste really good. So I liked what everybody said. It's just kind of reiterating that. I think going into it with a good mindset, a positive mindset about being able to enjoy that time with your family is the most important thing.
Yeah, and I think people actually often fail just because they set themselves up, like they think about it too much, and that's actually what causes them to kind of fall off track. They overthink, oh no, I'm going to be eating off my diet plan or whatever, I'm going to ruin my results. Well, it's like she said, it's only 2 days for Thanksgiving, maybe, if you celebrate 2 different Thanksgivings, and then you might have 3 Christmases, so that's 5 days or 5 meals out of, 6 weeks, almost 2 months that you are going to be off track. And basically what we want to say is that that's okay. Don't stress out about it. Stress is one of those things that's actually going to lead to worse results than the food itself. If you're stressing out about 2 meals all month, you're going to be falling off track that whole entire month. Whereas my recommendation is just try to stay on track on the days that you're not celebrating the holiday. As long as you're getting your exercise in and you're staying on track and eating, balanced, healthy nutrition 80% of the time, you're going to be absolutely fine. And just to put in perspective, a lot of people will come in and be like, oh, I was 5 pounds heavier. It must have been that cookie I ate. And I just want to explain a little bit of how calories work. 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. And that's on a surplus of what you can already afford to eat. So if the average person can afford to eat 2,000 calories as maintenance, you would have to have 5,500 calories to gain a pound that day. So I don't think that one cookie that's 200 calories made you gain 5 pounds. It's because of the combination all week long that you were probably in a calorie surplus, and you probably didn't actually gain 5 pounds. It's because of the extra carbohydrates that you're having. You're going to store a little bit more water weight, probably had a little bit more sodium in a lot of those foods that you're having. So you're just going to have a little bit of water retention, literally 1 or 2 workouts later and a couple of healthy meals later, and it's all going to be gone. So I would just recommend to not stress out about it. The other thing that you can do is try not to fail 2 days in a row. So, if you do have back-to-back days, that's fine. Enjoy the holidays with your family. But my recommendation is, I plan on eating like a pig. I'm kind of a fat kid at heart. Like, I love eating junk food. I eat a ton. I'm somebody that eats 5,000 calories a day as it is. So I know that I'm not going to be able to control myself and avoid the cookies and the desserts. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to stress out about it. But at the same time, I'm going to wake up early and I'm going to get a really good workout in before I go and enjoy time with my family. That's going to give me a small win first thing in the morning. I'm going to feel amazing. And then I'm going to go and enjoy myself. And it's going to balance itself out. And then I know that when Monday comes around, I'm going to get right back on track. So the most important thing you do, not stress out, and just make sure you get back on track after the holidays are over. Another huge thing that is a really pet peeve of ours is people will wait to get on track for the new year because of Thanksgiving and Christmas. So they'll literally waste 2 months of exercising and eating healthy because they know that they're going to have 5 bad meals. Out of a 2-month period, 60 days, you're going to have 5 bad meals and you're just going to blow that all away. You don't have to do that. You can still make incredible progress, or at least maintain whatever you've achieved. Like I said, by staying on track on those other days, completely enjoy yourself on those days that you go for the holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas, with your family, enjoying it. If you have a few drinks, if you have some dessert, so be it. As long as you're getting back on track, the following week, you're gonna still make results. You're not gonna set yourself completely backwards. You might have a little hiccup and you might not lose weight, but hey, you're still putting in the effort and you're still making progress. So I think the biggest takeaway is just making sure that you don't stress out about it. Understand that it's 5 days out of 60 days. Another big thing is just like being prepared, like prioritizing. Like if you know that you're going to be going Christmas shopping for 12 hours straight with your family for a week or whatever it is, like take healthy snacks with you, or make sure you make a good breakfast and make sure you're staying hydrated and drinking water. And even on the nights that you know you're going to go out with your family or have drinks or something, make sure that you fueled yourself during the day and hydrated really well, and then enjoy yourself with some drinks, or else you're just going to feel a lot worse probably if you didn't drink any water, you didn't drink or eat any healthy meals, and then you had all that, you're going to feel like crap the next day. So you can still enjoy it, just set yourself up for success instead of completely throwing everything under the bus and avoiding it all.
Yeah. Like one thing to really think about is like, yes, we're saying enjoy yourself and don't stress about it too much for the holidays, but like don't restrict yourself either that day. So I just wanted to touch on like what you can do like during that time, like before, if you know that you're going to be having a big Thanksgiving meal at like 3, and you like to you're wondering, oh well, what do I eat the rest of the day, like, and then a lot of people just say, well, I'm not going to eat it all because I'm going to have such a big meal. What you can think about doing is having just like a really good quality protein, some fruits and some vegetables, because that's going to be like some things that might be left out when you're eating later. So it's pretty much going to be higher carbs, higher fats with all the gravy and the butter and all the carbs from stuffing and the desserts and all that kind of stuff. So if you get that protein, say like chicken or eggs and salad, something lighter during the day, like it's not like you have to eat completely like normal, but just make sure that you're getting some quality foods in during the day, and then you actually might not pig out or binge as much as you would if you like restricted yourself.
Yeah, if you have like a good breakfast, then you might not be as hungry, eat as much during that meal, which could also help you out a lot. You can still enjoy the food, you just won't have to eat as much. So,
yeah.
Good point.
I think like a lot of times, if anyone were to come to one of our family dinners and watch the way that we might eat on the holidays, you may be surprised of like how we eat like a normal person in today's society. And you might think, oh my gosh, how can you look the way you do and eat like that? And it's because A, we don't eat like that all the time, like this is a special occasion, and B, we've set ourselves up for success. We have worked our tail off the entire year, the entire however long we've been working out to get where we are physically, mentally, emotionally, so that we can go into the holidays, binge a little bit, indulge a little bit, and our bodies don't change at all. We don't develop that unhealthy relationship with food. So again, like Taylor said, like don't wait to start. Like start now. Get yourself, for the next couple weeks in a routine of working out and eating healthy. So that way, when it does come to Thanksgiving or Christmas, you can enjoy it and not feel bad about it because you've set yourself up for success.
And it kind of ties into what we talked about in our last episode, which was like little long-term health goals. Like you should try to think about it as more of a lifestyle, long-term. Like we talked about how if you stay on track 70% of the time all year long, you're going to get 3 times better results than if you did, 3 1-month challenges where you were like 100% dialed in for 30 days in a row. If you did 3 challenges in a year, that's only 25% of the year that you're on track. The other 75% you're off track. Whereas if you just stay on track 70% of the time all year long, you're gonna still get amazing results and stay on track all the time. It's sustainable that way. I think a lot of people would be surprised at how my lifestyle is. Like, yes, I work out every single day, and I eat 70-80% of my calories are really good, healthy foods, but 20 to 30% of the time, I'm having something that's not considered very healthy or whole food. One of my biggest downfalls, like protein bars. Yeah, they're considered kind of healthy, but it is a processed food, and a lot of them do have some sugar in there and chocolate. And I have a lot of them just because I need so many calories during the day. I usually, like we were just talking about before we started this talk, how we always eat dinner and then we want a snack before bed. We were talking about having snacks before bed, and that's something I do as well. And I think a lot of people do. It's just, the majority of the time, as long as you're on track, you're gonna make results still. It might be slower than you want, but what you gotta realize is you should be adopting the lifestyle of a healthy person. If you want to be healthy, you have to live as though healthy people do. Like, make it part of your identity, not just, oh, I want to, get in shape for a cruise, or like we talked about that last week. Don't try to pick those little tiny short goals. Try to set yourself up for the long haul. And holiday is just an obstacle, and all you gotta do is prioritize and plan for it, and understand that it's just a little tiny, bump in the road, but you just gotta keep going. So.
To add to that is like, if you're, say we're probably on track like 90% of the time with like workouts and eating right and all that kind of stuff. Well, if you take that into the scheme of a year, that's over a month. That's at 10%. So that's, I'd say like 40 days or something like that. So you could be off track for 40 days and still be on track 90% of the time if you're dialed in those other times. So it's, a couple meals, a couple days here or there is not a big deal at all.
No, I mean, you could literally take a complete week twice a year and just, it's not going to derail you. If you do lose a little bit of strength or muscle or gain a little bit of body fat, it's going to, because you're used to training, you're going to be able to bounce right back very, very quickly. Something that people might not realize, if you train for a year or 2 years or however many years and take a couple years off, when you start back up, it's actually way easier and quicker to gain that muscle and strength back and improve that metabolism, because your body already had that muscle memory once before. It hasn't completely lost it. So just another thing to think about. Don't think that you can't start or do anything because you're not going to get results right away if you're not 100% on track. Your body will bounce back very, very quickly. So start whenever you can, like Caitlin said. Start to get in a routine, exercising, eating healthy. You might have 2 or 3 bad days, but then bounce right back on track. You're going to be just fine. So. Anything else, you guys? I think that's good.
Okay.
So, big thing, enjoy the holidays, plan and prioritize, stay on track all the days that you're not celebrating or going shopping for Christmas presents, whatever it is. Just understand that it's only a very, very small percentage of those days, 5 out of the next 60 or 50 days, however long we have. So just do your best to stay on track, continue working hard, get 1% better every day, and enjoy yourselves. If you have any questions at all, let us know. We're here to help, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.